quarter. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Second down, goal to go from the 6. And he'll get it up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here we go.
We're set now on 2nd down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a good game. A big play there for the Patriots. 32 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down, 9 yards to go. And they're definitely showing blitz here. He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And ready for 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roughing the pass here, but, Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protected.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
throwing the penalty. Here's Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Well, that's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Third and short yardage, Brissett. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And
now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play clock winding down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And this completes to Henry over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looking to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jabal Sheard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots. Here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, Cam. Think we would see up on the grease boards. Stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he... brought down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jeremy Butler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And some room to work. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
We got three. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football, and we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
One man in the backfield is Gordon, and he'll get it up the middle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go.
2nd and goal. There's still a decent chunk of yardage here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And they'll run it here. And some room to roam now. And he'll cut it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jeremy Butler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with the 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I
always think
I just
that.
appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green, 39! Green, 39!
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Denzel Perryman in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. Time for a break. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Three yards to go here on second down. Defense showing blitz. They come out here in the eye. Gordon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. That one looks like he'll throw here. Surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for our visitors, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
You're a crack it dome.